One little tool in Microsoft Word that is extremely useful, and I know people that keep it activated the whole time, and then there are others that activate it when it's required, and that is the tool that turns on the non-printing characters. Now the tool that does that is actually on the Home ribbon, and it's this little backwards shaped P here. If I give that a click, you can see the document stays the same but gets a lot of crazy little symbols. This little backwards P, for example. This little square here. The little dots between words. There are little arrows as well at some point. These little arrows here. And then a little pointy round arrow there. Now these all mean something as far as paragraph formatting go. These backward P's mean the end of a paragraph. The little dots mean a space. The little horizontal arrow means a tab. The arrow that comes back on itself is a page break. So the paragraph markings, which are non-printing, if I left these on and printed, the paragraph markings would not print. They're just there to help you identify what is occurring. But sometimes what you'll find is if I take this paragraph here, if I center align it, things get center aligned and I get a paragraph end mark there. However, what some people try and do when they're center aligning is put lots of spaces in to try and make it go where they want it to go, like that. Now with the paragraph markings off, I don't know how this has got to there, whether somebody's center aligned, whether they've tabbed, or whether they've put lots of silly spaces in. With the backwards P showing me the non-printing characters, I can see that they've actually put lots of single spaces in. So then I know I can delete those, because single spaces for aligning things is not the best way. And I could tab. So I press the tab key once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and I can see there that I'm tabbing across instead of putting lots of spaces in. Now tabbing is a much easier device to use when you're trying to align multiple lines because the tab stop is equal. So I could tab the next line across, this one here for example, and do exactly 4 tabs, and that line would be aligned with that line perfectly. Whereas if I count 31 spaces and then 31 spaces again, it might not be quite aligned, they can be offset slightly. And I can miscount when typing that many spaces, and I might do 30 and 31 and they won't look right. So having the ability to turn on these non-printing characters that denote effectively what is happening in the document is extremely useful. I can therefore spot double spaces very easily because there's 2 dots there. I can spot whether people have used spaces or tabs. I can spot whether someone's used a paragraph return or a soft paragraph return. If, for example, I go here and do Shift Enter, I get a soft return, which is that little arrow going back. And further down, you can see here I've got a page break, which is the little square and the return. So the paragraph markings, although they possibly could be quite new to you, you soon learn which ones are which. And if you're inheriting a document from someone else, it can be quite useful to turn them on just to see what the person has done paragraph-wise. If you don't want them on, they're simple to turn off. You just click the icon again and they're removed.